before we hop in this video, I want to say if you guys haven't seen my video I posted on literally the time a huge fight broke out in my fucking front yard. Literally, I need you guys to go check that out. Like always, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so much, and let's just get into this video. Tone Talks episode 6, and this is literally going to be about not competing with anybody or feeling like you need to be in competition with anybody. This is something I wanted to talk about for a while, so here the fuck we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Like, in general, you should never feel like you need to compete with somebody or compete with a group of people in general or just at all. If anything, I feel like you need to compete with yourself, you know what I mean? And I know sometimes it is hard, like when you see, like, here's the thing, it's not a bad thing to, like, a friendly competition with, like, your friend or, like, your brother or sister, you know what I mean? But it's, like, when you feel like you're, like, killing yourself, not literally, but, like, on the inside to try and compete with other people and match up with people on a certain level, you know what I mean? It's just not realistic, and you're going to drive yourself crazy trying to compete with other people, or you're feeling like you need to compete with other people. Even I, at times, you know, I feel like I need to compete, you know what I mean? But it's, like, after a while, it just gets to be old, you know what I mean? And it's just really not. Everybody's timing is their own timing. Everybody's come up is going to be their own come up, you know what I mean? And everybody's time is on their time, you know what I mean? Everybody's going to get their time when their time comes, you know what I mean? And anyone new here, you guys should know, or anyone that has been watching me, I cannot fucking speak. Like I always say, I'm not going to always have proper English, form proper sentences, use proper terms. I don't fucking know, I'm an idiot. But, I just feel like there's not a need to compete with anybody, you know what I mean? Like, I'm probably gonna sound like a fucking broken record, but everybody's time is on their time, you know what I mean? Like, don't feel like just because you see a certain person at a certain level, you know what I mean? Don't feel like you need to compete with them, or don't feel like you need to beat them, or, you know what I mean, feel like you gotta get to where they're at, you know what I mean? Because, like, their time was their time, you know what I mean? And it was meant for them, you know what I mean? And your time is gonna be meant for you, you know what I mean? I know it's so hard, like I said. Even I am guilty of this, you know what I mean, and seeing other people's progress and wondering why I'm not growing as fast, or wonder why I'm not taking off as fast. But I have to remind myself that my time is my time, you know what I mean? And just like you guys' time is y'all's time. I mean, if I'm making any type of fucking sense. But, like, I don't know, I just don't feel like, I mean, me personally, I feel like I don't need to compete with anybody, you know what I mean? I'm happy at where I'm at, you know what I mean? And I'm continuing to work on things that I'm working on, and continuing to create things that I want to create, you know what I mean? And my time will be my time, you know what I mean? And when my time comes, I just have to be ready for it, you know what I mean? Not to sound cocky, or not to be like, oh, like, I'm gonna be the shit, you know what I mean? Not to even sound like that at fucking all. I'm just saying, like, everyone's time is their time. Like, my time is gonna come, you know what I mean? And I can't wait for that, you know what I mean? But, like, do I need to sit here and compete with other people, or see other people's progress and, you know, feel like I need to compete with that? No, I don't need to do that, you know what I mean? And that's what I want to tell you guys. I don't want you guys to ever feel like you need to compete with somebody, or you need to beat somebody, you know what I mean? It's just stupid, and it's just not realistic, you know what I mean? If anything, we should all, like, congratulate people's progress, or, like, you know what I mean? Like I said, there's nothing wrong with, like, a friendly competition. Like, say you and your friend want to get to a certain level, you know what I mean? Or, like, a video game or something. I don't know, it's just a fucking example, but, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, like, competing with that, you know what I mean? But, like, don't see somebody else's progress, and don't see somebody else's, like, success and feel like you need to compete with that, or you feel like you need to beat them, or whatever the case may be, because it's going to hurt you at the end of the day, and it's going to stop your progress, and stop your creativity, and stop you from growing, you know what I mean? If you're just so worried on the next person's progress, or, like I said, feeling like you need to compete with them. You know, start to, like, feel like you don't need to compete with anybody else, or, like, you're not even worried about that anymore. You will start to, like I said, you'll be more worried about your craft, or more worried about things that you're interested in, you know what I mean? And you're just focused on your growth, you know what I mean? And where you want to go in life, you know what I mean? And, like I said, sometimes you just have to not, I don't know, like, I literally don't know how I'm trying to, like, put this, you know what I mean? Like, everyone started somewhere, you know what I mean? That's what I was trying to get at, you know what I mean? I'm a fucking idiot and I can't spit out words, but, like, everyone started somewhere. Everyone started at a low point, you know what I mean? Everyone just started from zero and worked their way up, you know what I mean? And their time was their time, and our time is going to be our time, you know what I mean? Everyone's time is on their time, you know what I mean? You can't rush that, or you can't want it to happen right away, or you can't, like I said, compete with other people to try to get to that level, you know what I mean? Everyone's time is on their time, you know what I mean? And, like I said, I don't really talk about religion on my channel, you know what I mean? Just because I respect everybody else's religion, you know what I mean? Everybody is religion is their religion, you know what I mean? But you know, just me personally, I feel like God's timing for me is it's gonna happen for me when He's ready for me to have it. You know what I mean? When I'm ready to, not when I'm ready to, when um, He's ready to let me have that. You know what I mean? Then I'll be ready for it. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, I'm gonna just continue to focus on my craft and continue to focus on things that make me happy, and, you know, be around people that make me happy. I'm probably going off topic, I know, fucking idiot, but I just don't feel like I need to compete with anybody else anymore, or at all. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's why I wanted to get on here and make Tone Talk episode 6 about this, is because it's something that I feel like is reoccurring, and I see a lot. You know what I mean? Like, just on social media, like even in real life. You know what I mean? Like off of the internet, but like, I don't know, that's just kind of how I look at it. Like, I just don't feel like I need to compete with anybody else. You know what I mean? I just need to worry about me and my goals and my dreams, and that's what I want to tell you guys too. That's all you need to worry about, is your goals and your dreams and what you want to do. You know what I mean? Not what they're doing, not what their progress is, not how far they've gotten. You know what I mean? And like, it's not a bad thing to like look up to people at all and like be inspired by people at all, because like I'm inspired by so many people. You know what I mean? And I've seen their progress, and I've seen them go from where they were at one point to where they are now. You know what I mean? But I just don't feel like I need to compete with them. Like, I'm very proud of them. I'm happy for them. And I know I'll get to that point one day when it's my time. You know what I mean? When my time is ready. And that's literally just what I wanted to tell you guys. Like, please don't ever feel like you need to compete with people, or please don't feel like you ever need to be in competition with anybody. Like I said, a friendly competition, that's fine. Like, if you're in competition with like your brother, your sister. But don't let it get too serious, and don't let it consume you. You know what I mean? Don't, like I said, don't take it serious at all, because it's like you don't need to worry about that, and that's the least of your worries. You know what I mean? If anything, that's gonna, I feel like, in my opinion, you know, it will hinder you versus helping you, by you steady being in a competition with people and steady feeling like you need to beat them, or whatever the case may be. You know, I know it's so hard, and I know when you look at other people's progress, you get discouraged. You know what I mean? It's normal to get discouraged. You know what I mean? It's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? But I don't want you guys to ever be stuck in that for too long. You know what I mean? And feel like you're not going anywhere, your progress isn't getting anywhere, you're not accomplishing anything that you want to accomplish yet, because it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? You just literally have to have that inner belief in yourself. You know what I mean? I know that might sound cheesy, I know that might sound corny, I'm sure everybody fucking says that to you. You know what I mean? Like, people engrave that in your head, but it's honestly true. Like, you literally just have to believe in yourself, and you have to have faith, and you have to work hard, and you have to trust that whatever you're working on, or whatever you're trying to accomplish, or whatever you're trying to go after, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? And also manifesting things too. Like, I'm big on manifesting. That will probably be a whole video within itself. But I believe when you speak things into existence, things will happen, things will come. You know what I mean? And what you put out into the world is what you get back. You know what I mean? I know I'm probably sounding hella cheesy and like hella like fortune cookie, like, I don't know, but like, it's honestly true. Like, you just have to have that inner belief, and you have to like continue to work hard, and no matter how many times you get discouraged, or no matter how many times people might kick you down, or how many times you might hear no, or whatever the case may be, you continue to keep going. You continue to, even if you take a break from whatever you're doing. You know what I mean? Like I said, I took a 2-month break from YouTube. I took a 2-month break from posting. You know what I mean? And I always talk about that, because I still like kind of bothers me and like haunts me, even though like I'm past that. You know what I mean? And I've literally told you guys like that will never happen again. And if it does happen, you guys will be the first to know. But even though I took a 2-month break, I still came back. You know what I mean? I still continue to post, because I love doing YouTube in general. I just fucking love it. I don't know. But the whole point of that is that I didn't give up. You know what I mean? Yes, I took a break, and I stopped for 2 months, but I still didn't give up. I still didn't just stop. You know what I mean? And I still am continuing to go and continue to keep going. You know what I mean? No matter how many times I might get discouraged, because I do definitely get discouraged. Fuck yeah, I do. Like 1000%. You know what I mean? I'd be lying if I told you guys I didn't. You know what I mean? But I still continue to keep trying. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to tell you guys, is to continue to keep fucking trying. And that's all you can do. You know what I mean? And your time is gonna come when it's meant to. You know? Don't worry about, you know, seeing other people's progress and seeing where other people are going, because like I said, that's gonna stop you, if anything, and that's not what I want for you guys at all. Nor do I want that for myself. You know what I mean? And that's something I have to remind myself, and that's what I would tell you guys. You know what I mean? Our time is gonna come. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna happen, no matter what all of us want to accomplish, no matter if we all, whatever the case may be, whatever we want to go after, whatever our goals and dreams are. Because like I said, everybody has different goals and dreams. Everybody's goals and dreams and ambitions are not the same. You know what I mean? But it's gonna happen for us. You know what I mean? We just can't rush it. You know what I mean? We can't look at other people and compete. You know what I mean? We can't look at other people's progress and be like, damn, why am I not there yet? You know what I mean? Because it's gonna happen when it's meant to happen. Their time, just like their time was gonna come when their time was gonna come, our time is gonna come when our time is gonna come. You know what I mean? as long as we continue to like chase our dreams and never give up and not stop, even if we do take a break, we continue to keep going at it and continue to have faith and our belief in ourselves. I feel like anything is possible. Like, and manifesting things. That's next video coming soon. But yeah, like, it's all those things. I feel like it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? And like I said, don't ever feel like you need to compete with anybody. That is not gonna help you at all. I feel like it might motivate you a little bit and push you. You know what I mean? Just seeing somebody else's progress and okay, you start to get the ball rolling for yourself and whatever you want to accomplish. But don't feel like you need to compete with that person, or you need to beat that person, or you need to have more numbers than this person, or whatever the fucking case may be. Just don't feel like you need to do that, and don't feel like you need to compete, because it's really not worth it. You know what I mean? Take it from me, it's just not. But yeah, just don't compete. Compete with yourself. Period.